Hello friends, welcome to SahuStudies. In this video, I am going to discuss about create or replace Temp view in Scala. So, why do we use create or replace Temp view? We can create a temporary view with the help of a create or replace Temp view. So, this is the main use of this function. This supports SQL along with the data frame. So suppose if we are creating a temporary view on top of the data frame, so all the query which we can write in SQL function, we can able to write with the help of this temporary view. So the view which is created with the help of a create or replace temp view is session scoped, and temporary view cannot be shared between two sessions. So what it means that temporary view cannot be shared between two sessions. So suppose we have created a view in a particular notebook. So that notebook will be considered as one session. If you want to run a SQL statement, or we want to just use that temporary view in that particular notebook, we can able to use it. So this is one session. If we want to use that temporary view into another notebook, we cannot use it because another notebook will going to considered as different session, and here the temporary view cannot be shared between two sessions. One more thing, so suppose we have created this temporary view in a particular notebook and which is attached with a running cluster, that will be considered as a one session, and view is available in that particular session. If we are going to just detach the notebook from that particular running cluster, and again we are reattaching the notebook with running cluster, that again will be considered as a different session, and the view which we have created in the same notebook but in the different session, that view will not available once we are going to detach and reattach the notebook with our running cluster. So I will show you how we can create this temporary view, and how we will see different scenario which I have just discussed, that how we are able to get the temporary view in a same session, and why can't we get the same the view from the multiple session. So let's go to the Databricks and perform this exercise. Let's create a notebook. Name the notebook as create or replace temp view. Create or replace temp view. Let's connect this notebook with our running cluster. Now let's copy the code till creation of. Okay, let's first discuss what I am going to do in this particular exercise. Okay, in this exercise I am just importing all the required variable. I am just creating the custom schema with the help of a struct field and a struct type. So we have created 6 column and their data types. Here I am just creating a variable where we are just putting the address of the folder where it has a lot of CSV file. With the help of a spark.read CSV, I am just reading this CSV and creating this data frame with the help of this custom schema which we have created here. Once this data frame gets created, so what I am just doing, on the top of this data frame I am just calling create or replace temp view and give a view name. So what it will going to do, all the data which is present in this data frame, all data will be now available in this view. And we are what we are doing here with the help of spark.sql. I am just performing one select operation. Select star from AP employee view. So all the data which is present in this view, now it will be available in this data frame. And then with the help of this display function, I am just displaying the data frame which we have created by performing this spark.sql statement. Right. So this is the exercise which we are going to do. So let's copy the code till creation of the data frame by reading a CSV file. This will create a custom schema, and this will run. So this will create a data frame by reading the CSV file. Let's run it one by one. All the required libraries are available in this notebook. Let's create this custom schema. Custom schema has been created. Let's create this data frame by reading this CSV file. This data frame has been created successfully. Let's display the content. So it has 5 records and 6 columns. Let's create a temporary view on top of this data frame. So how we are going to create it? On the data frame, let's call the create or replace temp view, and just put the name of the temp view. The AP, I'm just putting AP employee view. So this view, so that view has been created successfully. So all the data which is present in this data frame is now available in this temporary view. Let's call this temporary view and see the content. So let's create a data frame, and how we are going to do it? Then we need to run a SQL command, spark.sql, and here we are saying that select star from which where we are going to select it. We are going to select it with the help from this view. Run it. So we are getting all the data from this view with the help of this select statement and create this notebook. So let's see the content of this notebook. Sorry, this data frame, not notebooks. It is a data frame. So see, it has a 5 records and 6 columns. Same, this is the data frame. Same records are there. We have created this temporary view based on this data frame, and once we are just selecting all the data from this temporary view, then the same sets of records are there. So here we have created this temporary view, and we are calling this temporary view in the same notebook. The session is same. That's why we are able to get or select all the data from this temporary view. But suppose we are going to let's create another notebook and just see the same view is available in the different session or not. As I mentioned that temporary view is not available in different session. So let's name is an analysis. Let's connect this with currently running cluster and just perform this SQL again. This one. Okay. I think we have lost the notebook. So let's Okay. So here let's run this SQL statement. Let's see this view is available in different notebook or not. So different notebook means different session. If we run it, so it will going to see let's see what is going to happen. So it is saying that table or view this is not found. That means why? Because this AP employee view is a temporary view. Temporary view is not going to share between two different sessions. So let's see one more scenario. So this is the notebook in which we have created this view, and we are able to fetch the view as well. But suppose we are going to detach it. Okay, let's detach this notebook from our running cluster. Now again, if we are just attaching it with our running cluster, now the session is different. If we are going to fetch this notebook, then we are not able to do it because this is a different session, and temporary view is not available in different session. It will be available in the same session. See, same thing, table or view, this one is not present because whenever we have detached it and attached it with our running cluster, attaching and detaching, this creates a different session, and this temporary view is not available in another session. Let's go to the PPT. Thank you. If you like content of my video, then please subscribe my channel, like it, comment on it, and press the bell icon to get notification whenever I add videos.